Hello, hello, mic check. Oh, we're good. Well, hello there, fellow gun lovers and gambling addicts. It's another edition of Friday Night Frontline. Oh man, what are we gonna do today? So my plans were kind of ruined. I was gonna do the challenge missions, and then I found out they were the challenge missions for the event here. And then I found out they're kind of like baby mode easy, not worth going over. Well, then I'm like, that's okay. We'll try the expansion drill, right? Well, it's the same expansion boss that we've had, I think, 2 or 3 times now. It's Bellator. So that one's gonna be a repeat. So I don't know. I don't know. Whatever you guys want to do, I don't even care anymore. So if anyone has anything they want me to do, just type in the chat. But we had a whole bunch of things, man. Every week is like, it's like a roller coaster, you know. Last week they had like kind of hinted, they're like, yeah, we're probably gonna get Klukai in the next event character maybe, and then in 1 week they're like, okay, new event, new character, here's the next 3 banners, here's a dev blog, here's like 10 other things. So we are so much stuff happened. How are you doing, Mr. Arlo King? Thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna kind of just sit here and just talk for a minute if people pile in. I apologize. I need to write a post-it note because I didn't like prep the stream on YouTube, like say that it was gonna broadcast tonight until like 2 hours ago. So I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people just thought I was skipping this week, which I will let you know ahead of time if I skip. I won't just not show up. So, but I'm gonna wait a minute, see if anyone piles in here. But that's a my bad. You know, I'm not perfect. I'm trying to improve. But we'll do a little gambling first. I have just a teeny tiny bit of standard access tickets here we're gonna do. And then maybe we'll talk about some of the news for the next upcoming weeks. And then I guess we're just gonna go full panic mode about next Wednesday, I believe, is when it's all coming out, the 20th. That's when the gates of hell open. So let's do some gambling real quick. Just 5 little, just a little itty bitty pull. Just a little hit, just to keep you guys satisfied. We're slowly getting closer to our Chongju, which would be segment 2, and then I can redeem the little thing here. Which it seems like this is gonna be the go play. Like I was holding on to this in case that they decided to really prank us and say like, lol, just kidding, Springfield's next. But it seems like we're gonna get I'll get into that, but it seems like Vector's gonna be coming pretty quick here. So Fire Team is gonna be online soon. So let's do five little itty bitty ones, just a little hit. See if we get lucky. That's not lucky, but I'll skip these. Well, I don't know. Maybe I won't. There's only 4 more. I don't want to savor it because I know you guys are gambling addicts too. Four star? Nope. Okay, I'm already bored of doing this, so we're just gonna. I clicked it. Nope. 4 star? Yeah. Let's go. Which, this is probably going to be replaced by... I'm going to probably get the Battle Pass one for Krolik coming up here. Nope. Oh. Ooh, 2 4 stars. I guess I needed that too. Is this it? Is this the one? Nope. Nope. All right, we tried, boys. Let's look. I think I needed... Where's Colfane? Hello, Skikan. Yeah, okay. So I did need a couple more of her. Unfortunately, she's like almost perma-bench now thanks to Centrisi coming out, because Centrisi just essentially does what she does, but better. And then, yeah, why not calibrate it? Oh, I guess I never did. Whatever. I'll worry about that later. I don't really use Krolik anymore. put in the bin. Oh, what's this little mail thing? Oh, that's right. For those of you who have not been paying attention and are living with your head in the dirt, they had a stream the other day to preview Exilium, I believe is the next event that they're doing. It's the event for Klukai, and they had some codes. So that was not the code. That was a prank I just showed you. This was the code for White Day, which if you haven't done it yet, you just go to redeem code here, and then it's just White Day. I already got it, so can't get it again. But if you guys haven't done that, I think it expires in like next couple days. And then there's 2 other codes. Oh, I don't have them on hand. Let me do. You know what? Let me mute in game real quick. Sorry, it's gonna be real awkward. You're just gonna hear me talking. But I will, because I appreciate you guys, so I will put them in our little chat here. Here's code number 1, and here's code number 2. There we go. Now you guys are all caught up. Yeah, white code didn't work or White Day code didn't work yesterday, but it like activated today. So, and then those other 2 codes that I just put in the chat, those are good. I think until until the event release on Wednesday. Don't quote me on that though. So. But yeah, so they did a huge preview stream, like a 1-hour preview stream, where they had, it was actually kind of cool. I don't know if anyone saw it, but they had so they had, I really enjoy these personally, right? Like they had some cosplayer, I think her name, oh boy, Zakai, something like that, was her name, and she's like, I guess she's gonna be like, I don't know, the Klukai spokeswoman. I don't know. But anyway, they had her like in the video, and they like took her around the Mika offices and did like a cool like behind the scenes look with some of the staff, which I always love when they do that. They did that a couple times in the past for like some promo video for Project Narrow Cloud and GFL1. I love it when you get to see like the office and like how everything gets done. So it was pretty cool, and you got to see some familiar faces. If anyone who's been paying attention remembers my boy Jimmy, one of the lead artists, and there was a couple other guys I recognized from like previous stuff they had worked on. So, but in the stream, they talked about all sorts of nonsense. Red Link, how are you doing? I'm doing pretty good today. I'm kind of just like wasting time while I wait for people to show up, and also kind of recapping the crazy week of announcements that they had. So. But yeah, they did the preview stream. I liked it. It was cheesy. It was kind of silly. But A for effort. I should not even say A for effort. I just think they did. I enjoyed it. I full disclosure though, I didn't watch the entire thing. I'm a little behind. I got about 75% of the way through it, and then I had to go do something else, and I didn't finish the rest. But I'm gonna go back and finish watching it later. But it was cool. Like I said, they got to go around the office and like kind of see the inner workings of the evil corporation known as Mika Team. I also kind of liked how they like tried to do the split language thing. They did. I hope I'm saying this person's name right. Zakia. She was doing like the English half of it, and then obviously President Yuzong was doing Chinese along with I think Jimmy was the other one that was doing it with him, but they were presenting, so it was pretty cool. I liked it. I didn't really watch the stream either. I just looked at the summaries of the stream and hope they're right. Yeah, the stream was cool. Like I said, if you got some time, I thought it was pretty interesting. Yeah, it was really about the announcements, right? They confirmed the next event is going to be the Exilium, and it's going to be 416, followed by G11, which they're now, at least the pronunciation they did was Michtu. To me, as an English speaker, that's not how you spell it, but whatever. Michtu is the way they pronounce it, so that's what we're going with. Michtu is G11 now. That's her new name. And so she's going to be the character right after, because the event is split into 2 halves, for those of you who don't know. So this upcoming Wednesday, which is March 20th, I believe, is when the event drops. So it'll be 416. We're going to do a ton of gambling on 416. I have a guaranteed character and a guaranteed weapon. Right? Let me, before I just say that. Yeah, guaranteed weapon and a guaranteed character. So we're going to gamble next Friday. Yeah, I'm talking about Mekti is the way it's spelled in English, but they call her Michtu in the like official translation. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't write the rules. I just show up and I just get drunk and stream. So we're gonna gamble on that. So yeah, first half is on March 20th, and then I think they said the second half is on April 10th, and that's when Michtu is going to be like available for gamble. So we're probably gonna get her too, just because at this point I'm sitting on a ton of, I don't know why I kill it this. It always wants me to redeem them, but I'm sitting on a ton of collapse pieces here, and I got a whole burning in my pocket. Yeah, the way they pronounced it, Michtu sounds like a Pokemon. Yeah, it kind of does. I don't know if that's a translation thing or if, like, I don't know. They kind of did it with Klukai first, because they originally spelled it in English like Clukay or something like that, so it sounded like clunky, right? Like, well, that was like the way you would pronounce it like normally in English. But anyway, that's been resolved now, so whatever. It's Klukai. They'll probably, whatever. I'm just gonna call her G11, dude. This is Centurice is the only one that's had like a pretty static name throughout all the events. I don't know. What do you guys want me to do? You guys want me to do the thing? Like, you want me to do the challenge modes? I use those in quotations. So. Oh, by the way, also in the event, or in the stream, if you guys didn't watch it, they're talking about merchandise, official GFL merchandise here in the Western world. I want to say United States, but I know you all aren't from the United States. But non-China. So they're having like a pop-up store in Los Angeles, and if any of you are going to that, if you could just slide me into your DMs, that'd be great. I'd appreciate if you could hook me up with either some cool pics or some, I mean, better yet, if you would be willing to send me some of the merchandise if I paid you cold hard cash on PayPal. Just throwing that out there. If any of you live in Los Angeles, it's a little too far away. I'm in the Midwest, so, you know, I almost would consider driving to go, you know, if it was like in, like, I don't know, like Chicago or like, I don't know, even Minneapolis. I'd go even to Minneapolis. I'm that crazy. But anyway, so if you're in Los Angeles, you hit me up. I was curious if you had any tips on the expansion drill stuff, mainly for the frenzy mode boss. So I don't think, I mean, am I crazy? Frenzy mode's not in the game right now, is it? I haven't actually done this. I just looked at it. I'm like, oh, it's the Bellator twins again, and we're no good. I guess we can do this because I have nothing better to do on stream today. I don't have frenzy, but I don't think frenzy mode's unlocked. I'm guessing frenzy mode is really just going to be either cheesing a lot of the bosses, like we're going to kind of cheese this boss here in a second, but it's going to be that, or it's going to be mostly a stat check, right? Because I'm going to guess that the difficulty is mostly going to be like HP numbers and damage numbers. So that's probably going to be how they, quote, make it more difficult. I doubt they're going to add like new like combat elements, like bosses having, they might do some of these like little special enhancements, right, where they like get different abilities based on what's going on. So I don't know. This is interesting. This is, I'm looking at for this. That's nothing too crazy. Yeah, the Bellator twins are annoying. Okay, so I do have to beat it normally. Damn. Alright, well, go figure. The one time I didn't do it ahead of time, I'm like, yeah. I need to switch Rose's weapon, because we're gonna... Who am I gonna bring for this? I think... I think I can steal Tolo's actually pretty decent for this fight, though. So let me see. If I use Macchiato... So I'm trying not to use Xiaomi like non-stop because she's kind of a crutch, and I was doing the gameplay sections for the Centurici video, which should be out hopefully tomorrow if I finish up later tonight. And I've kind of been like forcing myself to use her more because she like is very different. Xiaomi is just so comfy, right? Like it's like no thinking, like sustain for the team. It's just really easy to pull off. But I've been trying to force myself to use Centurici more. And because of that, I don't want to use... Problem is I need someone to implant Frost Weakness because I don't think these guys are... Let me look here. Does it tell me? He's Corrosion Water. He's Fire Frost. So I would need Frost Weakness on one of them if I needed to switch targets. I could take Deshevia, but Deshevia is kind of a disaster in this fight. Because this fight is one of those fights where you have to do certain things at certain times. Like you have like burst phases on the bosses. So let's say, let's go with Macchiato, Diane, Chongju, Centurici. We'll try it with Centurici. And Rosa, I guess, the 5th, because I want to cheese it. So yeah, we won't need Tololo. We're just going to steal her weapon, though. Because I don't feel like switching gear around too much. So yeah, Redicling says, if you do Frenzy 18, it unlocks all the stuff after you beat the normal boss. Cool. Well, that'll give me something. Maybe we'll do this one on stream tonight. And then maybe I'll mess around with... Well, next week is probably all going to be event stuff, right? Like, I'm going to be doing Klukai, and people are going to want to see that. I don't know when I'll have a chance to do the Frenzy stuff, but I'll try and fit it in. Maybe we can even get to it tonight. No, we don't need you. But we do want Rosa, because she's going to kind of cheese this a little bit. Unless, I should double check to make sure they didn't change the buffs on these guys. That looks the same. Okay. I just want to make sure he didn't have some new ability where it prevents him from getting slowed. Because one of the easiest ways to do this is just Bellator 212 here. He does like spin attacks around him. And if you just hit him with movement down, then he just kind of sits in place and you can easily position around him. So, all right, let's do... Yep. This looks good. Yeah, we're gonna... Yeah, we're not gonna use Deshevia or Xiaomi because it's almost too easy. I say that and I'm gonna get my fucking dick stomped in. Let's... What's the best way? Macchiato starts with this and that'll uncloak if I stand right... here. We'll uncloak the one next to me. He's just doing... That's not going to hit anybody because we're not going to be close. And he's just going to spin and spot. So the first turn is just going to be killing ads here. We can... Can I get more value if I do that? Nope, not really. Let's have you 1, 2, 3. That'll uncloak that guy too when I do it. Surely this will crit. Son of a... Getting real tired of that. And I'm one tile off. Well, whatever. It's not great, but that's how it has to be. Yeah, that's fine. And then we'll have Diane come here, and what's the range? 5x3. So he moves first. 3 tiles, 1, 2, 3. So okay, if I'm pretty much anywhere in this area, I'm gonna get hit. So we gotta do this. We'll do that. And then can we... I don't have the confidence that we're gonna kill this dude in one hit. YOLO. Oh, got it. What's this guy trying to do? Oh, he's trying to spin. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, how is he even in range to hit anybody? Who can kill this barricade? Nobody. The barricade got thicker since the last time I did this. Alright, this probably crits, so... What do we got now? All enemies, and furthest target is taking damp. So if we have Diane over here, that should be furthest, because I'm going to pile everyone in through this entrance here. 89%, let's go. Alright, so she can hide behind that, and then everybody else can just kind of hang out in here. He will move, so I gotta be careful because he can hit me across this gap here. Let's have Rosa. That will limit. Oh, I'm kind of stupid. The whole point of this strategy is to get him to 0 movement. But by not bringing Xiaomi, I don't have enough to get him to 0 mobility because this will reduce 2, but I need 1 more from Frozen, and so I played myself. Part of me wants to hit the restart button right now and save myself a lot of time, but we will. Let's just get crazy. Farthest, and yeah, we can just stand right here in the middle. What's the range on this? 3 tiles, so it would be here, be 1, 2, 3, that would hit her. She's got to stand right there. Because if I did math correctly, he'll move to here, and then 1, 2, and 3. Yep, can't get him. Then Macchiato, you just get comfy. Let's start having you pile damage on this guy. You got to keep them within a 30% of each other. 30%. Okay, so we got a little bit of wiggle room on this. I'm gonna have to put a bunch of damage on a Bellator 137 here. Let's put a little more onto him, and then we'll switch. Oh no, this will break him. I don't want to break him this turn. Let's do this. Yeah, let's do this. I guess you can come here. Doesn't really matter. Look at that. I did it right. I know we got to deal with these ads. They're really annoying. Let's actually... So what's next? Distant takes burning. And then we got 5x3. So I think what's going to happen is I'm going to have... Can she hit this back guy? No. Sharpshooter? Damn it. Darn it. We can have Groza come here, activate this. Which will kind of keep them separated. And then we can continue to keep... I forgot, is he for 2 turns? No, he's back. Alright, so I gotta keep doing it to him. Yeah, see, if I was smart, I would have brought Xiaomi here and gotten rid of Macchiato's murderous intent key, he would literally just be stuck here for the entire fight, which would be great. So Rose is going to take the hit from Bellator's 137 when he throws it to the most distant. So with that in mind, let's have Changju. Is it recommended to break them at the same time? Not too familiar with these two when it comes to boss mechanics. You don't have to break them at the same time, but what happens is they have a huge damage reduction if you don't, when they're not broken, right? So they have 80%, this one here, they have 80% damage reduction when they're not stability broken, but you have to keep them even in health. Like, see, on the right here, 212 is missing a big chunk of his HP, and if I was to continuously pile damage on 212, Bellator 137, I believe, would get, I don't know if he just gets HP back. Yeah, he just gets a ton of his HP back, but he also gets, when the other one dies, he also gets a huge buff to himself, right? So you kind of want them to die at the same time, and also while you're doing that, you want to keep their HP kind of close. So either the way that I've had success with this, either you break them at the same time and you just kind of keep the damage even, or you go really hard on one until he's like a kind of where Bellator 212 is, and then you switch to the other one. It was just kind of a coincidence that I broke them at the same time. But I know last turn when I was talking about it, if I had broken 212 and like continued to attack him, he would have just got all the HP back. So I think I'm gonna have Centurisi take the attack here. Let's see, do we have an? All right, actually, I want her to use her alt so that she can. The reason I'm using an alt is just to give everybody that thing that it's called. Heat recovery. I don't know. Actually, you know what? We're just going to alt from here because I'm hoping I can actually bait it with Diane on this side. 1-2 versus 1-2-3. Yeah, because 212 is just going to spin in place. He's going to spin to win. He's not actually even going to move, so I didn't even need to slow him with Groza. But, you know, what's done is done. So, in an ideal world... I'm a little worried about these guys in the back, because I don't know how hard they're going to hit. Macchiato can chunk this guy. I'm not sure if I should have Diane kill this guy. That's like the smart thing to do. Yeah, and we'll do the smart thing. Yeah, because if he lives and he triggers my heat recovery before the boss does, that'd be mega sad. So we'll have Changju come up here and do that. Yeah, because I already got enough support. Big slap. Spin to win. Oh, that was the other spin to win. Hurts a little more, but... that one's actually kind of dangerous, because if you're standing in, like, these squares right here, you can get pulled into this little chasm here in the middle and die, so... what do we got now? So they're going to do 5x3, and then he's going to jump. This is the attack I hate the most, is when he jumps to the... was it the closest to 212? So you have to, like... oh, this is an annoying turn. So you gotta not be in a cross shape from 212, because the first thing 212 is going to try and do is do this 3x8, right? Which looks like that, right? So you don't want to be in a cross shape from him so that his first attack just does nothing. But then you also need somebody closest to him so that 137 will jump on them. So this is always a tricky... this is why this fight is like... it's just a lot of thinking as far as placement. But nobody's doing any furthest attacks, right? That's just... He will also move and spin, which is another reason you got to be careful. So he could spin right here now and hit Changju, and he could also spin and hit Groza. So, and I think the order is that 137 goes before 212. I think that's always the thing. So if we have Groza come here, hit him, so then he'll go to that 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so she'll be safe from the cleave, and she'll also be safe from the cross attack. I gotta get somebody else to deal with this other idiot over here. Oh, that was rude. Let's have Centurisi deal with this problem. I can be kind of stupid with how I stand because she's got Guerno, so she's going to get to move after she does it. So I want to stand right next to Groza to make sure that I get the... I mean, even here would be fine, actually. This will heal Groza. And then I can move to a slightly better spot. This will be a little safer in case he moves. Mostly, I'm actually not sure. I don't feel like counting, and I don't know if they're both standing like this, who's technically the furthest away, and Bellator might just slap right in between the two of them and hit both of them. Kind of don't want that. So I want them, although we used to have the same problem here, actually, but we'll see what happens. Diane, you... I want you to get heat recovery, kind of. The only people that are going to get heat recovery this turn are whoever attacks Bellator, because Centurisi is focusing him. See, this is kind of the problem I have with Centurisi. You know, all right, everyone put your earmuffs on. Ernizzle rant coming. Centurisi is not a bad healer, but she is to me, a just absolute disaster when it comes to game design. I've been making this guide for her, and I had to like redo it like twice because the way that she wants to work just does not work with how the game actually works. They want you to, like, she forces you to do things in a specific order, and it really messes up your game plan, like, a lot. It's just really frustrating. Like, see, I can't even do this because I gotta be outside of the cross shape pattern. Wow, there's just no good way to go about this right now. And then he's going to do 5x3, which probably will hit Diane. But Diane doesn't have heat recovery. Unless Diane walks up, hits Bellator, and then, or 212, and then comes back. Oh my god, this is so gross. Let's do that. I don't like it. I don't like it. I could give you guys like a 1-hour rant about Centurisi, but like I'm trying to focus on this and not get distracted. Do I do Harmony? Probably not. I think I just dump this and then Harmony next turn. This is so goofy. I have to have Diane attack 212 even though I don't want to. Like, this is the guy that is, there's no cover. So, like, this is the one I want to hit. But I also want heat recovery. You know what? Fuck it. She won't die in one hit, right? Surely? Famous last words. So, we'll have her dump her alt here. Then stand there. She'll be in cover from his hammer smash. Oh, did I miscount? No, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're good. We're good. And then Macchiato's got to move because she's in a 3x, whatever. And I'm going to want to do damage in the next couple turns, so let's just kind of prep these two. I'll just do this to get my Confectants back. Baby damage. All right, let's see. Did I do that right? Okay, I did. Hooray! So this will be a turn of big damage because we'll break Bellator 137 and do a lot of Oonga Boonga damage. Distant is taking burn. And then another hammer smash, and then Hydro is taking, or Distant is taking damp. Okay. Another reason it's really annoying. If you had Xiaomi, you wouldn't have to worry about the damp debuff. It's like whatever, it's a shield. I want Groza to take one of those. So Groza, I think, is going to be back here. And that's going to take Bellator 212. Or it'll take the throw attack from 137. And if he moves, he won't be able to hit her even if she stands there, which will also set her up for next turn there. Yeah, okay, let's do that. But I want her, she's gonna have to go at the, once again, this is what's annoying about Centrisi. I want her to go at the end because she doesn't need heat recovery because she's got a ton of stability and full health. So I don't want heat recovery on her. So she's gonna actually do this at the end of the turn. Where's Centrisi gonna go? I think Centrisi has to go here. Because I don't want her to get clapped. So she needs to be in cover in case, because I don't know who's gonna bait 137. I could have Macchiato come here with her counterattack. Yeah, actually, that's probably the play. They'll bait. Yeah. Okay, here we go. You guys see the gears in my head turning as I'm doing this? Right, she's just gonna do nothing for this turn, I think. If he comes to there, I gotta continue to stay. I kind of don't want to stand out in the open, and if I stand here, I think he hits me. What kind of shape is this? So it's 2 out from his sides, 1, 2. Yeah, so if I stood there with Changju, he would hit me. I could come to here, though. Then he gets cover. I think we're just going to have to stand out in the open and hope that she doesn't take any attacks, which she shouldn't. Because the hammer smash should hit this direction. The gears are turning. The gears are turning. Yes, the hammer smash should hit that direction. Let's do that. I want to break his stability with who? Can Diane get here? She cannot, because the stupid thing's in the way. So Diane's got to come to here. All right, we'll have Diane come here. Get a stack of heat recovery. Then we'll probably put her further. Let's have her be furthest from 137. Does he do the damp one? Burning. Okay, yeah, she's fine if she has burning. Oh no, we were gonna have Groza do that. I can't stand there. I can't stand here either. I could stand right here because Beltor will move 1 and then 1, 2, 3 is not enough. The question is, who's the furthest then? So to this square is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 versus 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. We're doing it, boys. We're doing it. We have one more attack. Oh, no. We have Macchiato on alert, so she's probably going to shoot a bunch of attacks. So let's have you go alt as well. Centrisi come to here. Yeah, actually, let's do this. We'll just top yourself off. Just actually, probably direct attack is probably better. Yeah, direct attack is better because it's gonna trigger a follow-up. I just hope that he's not gonna. The smart thing for this boss to do would be to cleave everyone over in this direction, but we'll see how that goes. We'll see if he just maybe. I mean, they're technically 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Like they're equidistant. Like maybe he's gonna cleave this direction for no reason at all. I don't know. Let's see if the AI is smart enough. Slow this down so I can see where my plan falls apart. All right, well that worked out good. I can count to 10. Well, that's, you know, it's a good sign. All right, he's gonna hit both of them. That's sad. It's okay. Sentry Receipt is totally fine. This is another thing that's kind of, I don't know if misleading, I think, is the best way to do it, because the way Sentry Receipt heals is it's not very new player friendly, right? Like someone like Diane right now looks like she's kind of in a dangerous spot, right? No stability, half HP, but what you have to remember is that she's going to get heat recovery. So if, like, let's say Bellator attacked her or whatever, 137 threw his thing at her, right? Heat recovery would trigger. That would give her 2 stability and 20% of her HP. So she's really sitting at about 75% HP, and she will get the stability bonus from the attack. So she'll get a 90% damage reduction, right? Because 30% or 35% from the cover, and then 60% from stability. So she'll take 95% less damage. So she's actually very safe right now as far as like HP. But like I said, it's hard to like just look at that and gauge that versus more new player friendly character like Xiaomi, which is like, oh, white bar tells me how much health I have, plus white plus blue bar is health, right? Like it's just more straightforward. This is gonna be AoE, so actually this is good because what I want to do is this turn I want to just do whatever with Centrisi, get 2 follow-ups from her somewhere, doesn't matter where, and then next turn I'll be able to do afternoon tea break after this big AoE goes out. So what's he doing? Most distant, which I believe was Macchiato. I don't really care if she takes another one and loses and turns into congestion, because she's got a shield, so she'll be pretty much topped off. But let's think about that. We'll just come to here right now because I know this is the easiest move. Let's do this. This actually gets him danger close. Let's hit him. Speed this up a teeny bit. Doesn't really matter who she heals with this. No, come on, let me speed up. Yeah, the Unga Bunga Brain will definitely... Like, you get so many turns to do this, right? You got 12 turns. Like, I'm kind of min-maxing this a little hard. These guys are probably going to both die either next turn or, like, the turn after, so turn 8. So you have a lot of wiggle room. I'm just kind of try-harding this for reasons I can't explain. Let's have him come to here, chunk the hell out of this dude. Actually, she should either ult... Yeah, let's... There. This is a safe spot. If he moves 1, yeah, this is a safe spot. It's not safe to this guy on the left here, but I think I'm going to have Diane just run over there and kill him real quick just to make sure that he's not going to cause any weird problems. This will chunk him. And like I said, if I wanted to get really crazy, I could probably try and go for a kill either this turn or next turn on them. But we'll play it safe. We'll play it safe. This is enough to get her ult back, so we'll do that. And where do I want her to stand? This thing is still in the way, which is really annoying, so I think I'm actually going to have her come around here in case she wants to run up here and get in on the action next turn. And then Groza, she just has to apply the movement down, which actually I think she's going to do right here, and maybe trick this guy into wasting his attack to kill her. It won't actually kill her, but oops, I'm sorry. I hope I don't kill him with this. Actually, I could... All right, we're gonna rewind if I fuck this up. Because if he dies, 137 is going to get a huge buff, and he might just start one-shotting people with this AoE, because it's going to hit the whole map. But we should be good. Ooh, little spicy, but... Ooh. Oh, actually, this is best case scenario, because I think Macchiato's going to kill the other guy. Yep. But he already went. 137 already went, so it doesn't really matter. Now I literally have like one turn to kill him before he just starts one-shotting people. Which I think we can do. Oh yeah, dude, easy. We're gonna shred so much stability here. Let's go. Boonga boonga. Let's just make sure we don't get hit with any cover penalties. Changju, you... 1 Groza, 2 Macchiato, 3 Sentry, C4 Diane. Yeah, okay. So we can ult with Changju. We did it, boys. Now, let me get back to you when we do this under Frenzy 18. Clap. We did it. We didn't even use the cheese Xiaomi. The gears have turned, my boys. What else we got? Yep, that's good. All right, so let's see. Let's see what these frenzy modes actually do. Intense exercise. I've been lied to. I was told they were called frenzy mode. Yeah, okay, this is what I expected. HP increase. Yeah, just stat increases. What else? All right, here we go. Ooh. Ooh, this is interesting. Mobility reduced. This one's not a big deal. Trust. Ooh, actually, no, it is a big deal. So stress response is, I believe, what they get when the other one dies. How do I view their stats? I guess I don't now. Well, whatever. I'm pretty sure stress response is the buff they get when one of them dies. So unless you can literally kill both of them with like an AoE attack at the exact same time, the other one's going to heal back to full. So this essentially is going to make it force you to single target them down one at a time, which can be super spicy because they do have AoE map hit abilities, which will probably just wipe everybody. HP difference is decreased. That's not too bad. This is the only one that might be crazy. Unless I'm getting stress response confused with something else. This could be really hard. Because, yeah, you'll have to focus them down one at a time, which is totally fine until you get to the point where... Because you're going to have to also take this one, right, if you wanted to do it maxed out. After each turn, damage taken is reduced. Yikes. Yeah, so you're on like a time clock too. Enemy attack is increased by 100%. Yeah, so they'll have a 100% increase. And then when they get the stress response, they get another 100%. So they're going to like triple their damage output essentially in this mode. Yo, I don't know. I don't know about that. This does really seem like a game mode for whales though. Right, because it's like the more segments you have on your characters, you're going to be able to really crank up like your damage output, which is going to counteract a lot of this stuff. This is not sure how I feel about that. I like some of these. I like how some of these are they change a little bit how the fight works. Like I said, I like the stress response one, changing how the fight works, and I like how this one is like, okay, you got to be more careful with how you split damage. I'm not a huge fan of just these raw stat increases, though. So I'll try it out, and I'll let you guys know how those go for next week. So, yeah, I could imagine Frenzy 40 would just be just silly, right? Like, even if you didn't take this one, so I guess without this 4 would be Frenzy 36, it still would be pretty rough because, yeah, you're on a ticking time clock. I wonder if this ever caps out. Each turn, damage dealt by enemy units, or I'm sorry, damage taken by enemy units is reduced. I really do wonder if there's like a cap to that, because that would mean after turn 9 they have a 90% damage reduction. The rewards are kind of bad. No, bro. Dude, basic cores? Dude, these are sick. This is what I'm all about. I'm all about these basic cores. I'm so in need of these, especially since I've been grabbing a lot of characters. The rewards are, I mean, this is really the only reward I care about. But this is a very attainable 18, which I don't know. I haven't looked at how you get up to 18, but I would imagine it probably wouldn't be too difficult to hit 18. So I'll work on that, and I'll get back to Radical Link. But yeah, that's kind of... Wow, we have 50 minutes in the stream already. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take a 2-minute break real quick. Use the washroom, get a little bit of drink here. And then... I don't know, maybe I'll just run through the event boss or something. I don't know, we'll figure it out. So we're gonna go on break mode here for like 2 minutes, and we'll figure out what we're doing after that. So let's switch it over to that, and I will be right back, gentlemen. Okay, I think we're back. Let me switch it back to the normal view here. Okay, well, what do we want to do now? Let's see. So, you know what? Let's just do the challenge mode. It's not really challenging. I tested it because I saw the level on the enemies. I'm like, it's going to be easy. Um, and it was. I don't want. We don't need Deshevia. Let's put in. Who do we want instead of Deshevia? Let's go with. See, this is another reason this is really easy, is because you could just go on your friends list here and borrow. Here we go, some cracked like this. Wow, this guy just this isn't even segment 6. You could just borrow someone's cracked macchiato and just delete the enemy. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it for funsies. I'm gonna borrow my boy here, Fiddle Faddle. Let's borrow his macchiato and let's just see how absurd this gets. I probably kill this thing in like half a turn. Yeah, let's do that, and sure. We're gonna do a speed run of this real quick, and I'll show you how you're like kind of supposed to do it. Maybe I'll swap out some units. Macchiato, you just run up and just kill the boss with one button. Oh, but we probably want ice weakness on the boss. Well, whatever. This is how. Who was asking? Was it Radical Ink was asking my tips for Frenzy 40? Here's the tips for Frenzy 40. bring a segment 6 unit with a calibrated 6 weapon or whatever. Because the reason I'm ulting here is because Macchiato is gonna count. Ooh, that is a mistake. I wanted the 4th attack because Macchiato is gonna get like 7 follow-ups with her alert. Don't really matter though. I'm not even doing the boss mechanics right now. These numbers are going to be kind of small until his stability breaks, and then they're going to get real big. Oh, that guy ate the last one. All right, well. Bye. He doesn't even have frost weakness yet. We'll do 1 here, and then I have to actually... Oops, I did this backwards. I have that stupid... I have the really annoying key on her right now. Another reason okay, rant time. The fact that they released Deshevia and Centrisi back to back is extra painful because not only are they kind of like easy skips for everybody, they have these really annoying problems with their kits, and this is one of them, right? Like, was it magical support, right? If I'm to throw another, I'll throw another one on him, right? It's gonna remove the tile directly underneath him because of the key, and it's gonna remove the frost debuff. Oh, I lied because the rest of him's covered up. But if it was a normal like normal 1 square tile enemy, he would lose his freeze implanted weakness from doing that, which is super annoying. Not to mention all the other issues that I've explained with her. So, but yeah, at this point doesn't really matter. I don't know. Here, do the thing. We're just waiting till the boss tries to attack, and then Macchiato counterattacks him 30 times. Mr. Greg, hello. It's rare to see GFL2 streams on YouTube. Yeah, that's exactly it. Dude, I don't actually pay attention to what happens on Twitch. The reason I picked YouTube as like the primary streaming platform for this was because I figured it probably... YouTube hits a wider audience, in my opinion. And because I can upload the videos. Oh my god, I killed him before. Well, so much for whale gaming, guys. I fucked it all up. Okay, well, whatever. You would have known what would have happened. She would have... Look at that. Literally, all she did was do counterattack. She didn't even... Oh my god. Whale gaming. But anyway, yeah, back to us saying for Greg. We're gonna do it legit. Yeah, I don't expect a lot of people streaming Twitch or YouTube. I know YouTube's like overall streaming number of people is like really low, like for this game. So, you know, like even compared to Twitch, what I'm trying to say is like if you compare YouTube to Twitch, there's way less people watching YouTube live streams. Like if you're like, let's say you're just a gamer and you're like, oh, I want to watch someone play XYZ game, like you immediately are just going to think, well, I just go to Twitch and just type that game in and see who's streaming. But I wanted to do it on YouTube for anybody who doesn't like Twitch. Like, you know, there's a lot of people who don't like Twitch. And because of the fact, personally, for me, it's easier to upload the videos from the stream and then do editing and all that nonsense. So, hello, Wooly. Okay, let's... I'm not going to borrow any more whale units. I'm actually going to kind of like... I'm going to pretend I'm like Goku or something, and I'm going to like hold back. Let's see. We'll do Century Sea. We'll do... I'm tempted to not even use my Macchiato. My Macchiato is not super cracked, but like it's decent. Tolol has the wrong weapon on. Yeah, let's use Tolol. She's not even using the right weapon. She's using the ballistic boost Groza weapon. And then who else can... You know, we'll do my favorite. Actually, I want her... Let's put Nemesis right there. And then I need somebody who doesn't... You know what? Actually, I am going to use Diane. Just in case I need to do any mechanics with far and close, which I know this boss does, so... and then I get one more. Who's going to be my fifth? You know, let's do Groza. Let's do Groza. She's got the weapon. Why not? She's not going to do crazy damage. She'll be fun. This is like kind of a newbie-friendly team, right? Groza, Nemesis, a healer. This could be Kolfane. And then some standard banner. Standard banner Tolo, and then we'll say you just got in the game and you're like, wow, that Diane, she's really cool. She is really cool. Highly underrated. Every time I use Diane, I'm like, man, I can't believe people were saying she's a skip. So comfy. She makes so many missions so easy. Okay, so the first thing the boss is gonna do is he's gonna like pick a line. It's not really a line. It's a like 5x2, which is like really close to him, right? Let's see if I can show there we go. So it's like this area right in front of him. If he doesn't hit someone, see if there are no enemies within the range, he's gonna just clap the whole room. So you do actually want someone to get hit. So we're gonna have Diane soak that attack. But I'm actually gonna have Diane kill this stupid little guy first. And then it doesn't really matter where she stands as long as like she's gonna get targeted. Nemesis will come to here. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go right there. Nemesis, you come here. You do the thing. Let me think about this. Who do I want? Once again, this is my complaint about Century Sea. I have to think about who's gonna get the stacks from. I'm gonna do this ability not to heal, just to do extra stability damage because it's doing 6 as opposed to like 3, which actually, yeah, I want the extra stability damage. But now I got to figure out who's gonna go next because I need to figure out who's gonna get stability or heat recovery, and I think I want it to be Groza. We'll just shred some. Ooh, actually. Because after he's going to do that, he's going to do Snow Disaster and Swamp. Okay, those actually aren't targeted. So if I was to do Perfect Cover here, she's only going to attack once. Because he only does one actual attack. Snow Disaster is actually on my turn. It's not their turn. So it's the next enemy that's going to go, which would be me. I'm the enemy. So yeah, she's only going to get one counterattack either way. So I might as well just do that. Greg says, finally I can spend my pulls that I've saved. I've been holding back since Xiaomi first banner. Oh, I'm assuming you're talking about Klukai, right? You were one of the guys that bought into the Klukai propaganda. I mean that in the nicest way. Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. And I'm looking forward to it, and I'm not looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it as a player because I do like 416. She's, you know, very iconic character from the franchise. But I'm not looking forward to it as someone who's gonna make a guide on her, because I know I'm gonna have to deal with the do I get segment 3 or do I get segment 6 question, like nonstop, and I'm not really looking forward to that. Let's do... Which key does she have? I don't think she even has the congestion key. All right, I forgot what I had her on. I think I was using her for Gunsmoke Frontline, which is why she's got the Scoopy key. And then Nemesis, my goat. No! I need you to not be that good. I need you to not... Oh, man, that hurts. Actually, just not going to attack, because I want to break it next turn. Okay, so the first person who goes this turn is going to get hit with Ice Screw, I believe it was called, right? I want that to be Diane. And what this is going to do is it's going to do a twofold thing. It's going to... Let's see if I can just pull it up here. Here we go. So it's going to make the person who gets this immune to burn and freeze. And if we look here, the boss is going to do a lot of burn damage coming up. So really, you want this to go on the tank. Whoever's going to be tanking all the hits, which actually I probably want Groza to do it. That'd be the smartest thing. She's got the most HP. So let's have her go. Yeah. I don't think I have to target the boss. Let's check here. Did she get Ice Screw? No, she didn't. Okay. Let me just check here. I'm going to just do this real quick. Did she get Ice Screw? No. Did that just fizzle? No, there it is. There it is. Okay. So yeah. So let's... Oops. Let's rewind. I actually have to target the boss to get the Ice Screw. And then, so she's going to do nearest enemy is burn, which Groza... Let me just double check. She didn't get Ice Screw. What the hell? Alright, whatever. It's on Diane. I don't know. I don't know, man. Anyway, Diane's immune to this next attack, right? But now there's a tie between Groza and Diane. Or I fucked this all up. I'm a disaster today. Let's have... He's going to do another swamp, and he's going to do a big active volcano, which is like you have to be within 2 tiles of him. Which, can we show the diagram? There we go. So everyone needs to be within 1, 2, which actually everyone is right now except Nemesis. So, but let's have... I want Diane to get a heat recovery. Even though she's going to be immune to the damage, I want her to have heat recovery. Greg says most likely I didn't like most of the earlier units. Klukai is much better visually with the white bodysuit. I'm not gonna get her segment 3, but because I want Vector segment 1. Yes, another fellow Vector fan. Yeah, I'm looking for, and they also talked about that. I think the next ones that are coming up after 416 and G11 are Vector. K2 or Yohi, she's now called, and I'm having a mind blank on the third. I think it was Zhaohao. I think that's how you pronounce her name. The new person who's on like the team with Diane and Zhang Yu and etc. Yeah, stay there, Diane. And who else wants a? Let's have Tololol move up 1, and we'll have. Damn, Tololol, you're so fucking weak. Let's do this. No. Stand there. Kill him. Really? Really? Like it. Crit. Overburn. Yeah. Willie says with the T's of Vector followed by Yohi, I'm in the, and then also Meech 2 I'm firmly in the segment 0 camp. Yeah, I kind of agree with you because of the fact. So the whole thing, and this is why I'm in the Klukai Panic Room, because as someone who's like trying to like give advice through guides. Also, wow, how did Groza get clapped so hard? As someone who's making guides for these characters, it's gonna be really annoying because I'm gonna have to answer this question so many times. The reason why you would go for segment 3 or segment 6 on Klukai is specifically for single target fights, specifically for the Gunsmoke Frontline bosses. If you want to like whale and get your your Gunsmoke Frontline score up really high. But to be honest, for our server, the global server, the competition is not that rough, and B, it's not a very good return on your investment, right? Like you're spending like what 700, 800 pulls on average to get that, and what are you getting? Like 50 collapse pieces extra. I mean, I get it if you're a whale and you're like trying to, you and your platoon are trying to like make top 10 or something like that. I get that. But for like the rest of the people, I think they kind of bought into the segment 3, segment 6 hype a little too much. Yep, so she's immune to the damage there. That's why she didn't die, which is good because bad if she died. And then he died to overburn. Good. It was unfortunate that he got to attack and rip Centaurisi's heat recovery off, but we can fix that. I can fix her. We want to do this before she does her support attacks for the turn so she can start building Confected up this turn. The only one left in the silhouette for Cien is AK-15, I heard. Yes. Oh, you don't know? Oh, so Greg, I'm assuming you didn't play GFL1. Yeah. AK-15 is the what some people would call a muscle mommy. That's not really like her that's not really her personality, but like she's a very like no nonsense, like her storyline and stuff is like very no nonsense. Like she's like the closest you'd get to like if they took the story a little more seriously, like as far as like unit design, right? She's very much Terminator killer robot, right? Like doesn't do a lot of talking, but does a lot of killing, which is why some people like her, including me. I think she's really awesome. She's kind of Oonga Boonga, right? Like that's another reason people like her. Like she's kind of like the dumb retard of the group, but like she just like crushes everybody. So that's why. Oh, can I say the R word like that? Oh man, am I gonna get canceled? Oh well. Sorry guys. Like I guess this is my last stream. I should probably look to see what the boss is doing. Select a target, do AoE burn. I'm guessing you can't control who this goes on, so it's just random. You don't want to stand next to each other. Fireworks, once again, you want the closest or somebody to get hit with it. I want it to be Diane because she's still got ice screw. Is that what they're calling it? Ice screw. I want Diane to get hit with this because she's immune to fire damage, so this actually won't hurt her. So we're gonna have. Yeah, we're gonna actually come to this side of the wall so these nerds can't do anything. And then, yeah, let's just do that. Next turn, we'll break his stability and probably kill him. I probably don't want to stand in the bad, though. But if I stand over here, that's going to put me... Oh, well, Tolo, I guess you're getting clapped, too. I'm sorry. You'll be fine, right? Yeah, you know what? Whatever. Let's just do it. We're gonna break his stability this turn. We'll probably just do a bunch of extra damage. It's Jover. Yeah, it kind of is. It's all ruined at this point. Oh, I guess Ice Screw fell off before it hit her. See, I'm trying to show you guys how to do this fight legit, and I'm just not even doing a good job of it. But that's okay because Centaurisi, there's one thing she's really good at doing. It's throwing an ignorant amount of heals on the group. Fireworks. Don't want to stand in the bad. I mean, I guess I could pick this up, right? Damage? Nah, we don't need that, dude. That's cheating. Let's do this. Ooh, I don't have my AoE heal, actually. Oh, this will heal Tololol, which is fine. And then I'll just make sure that she doesn't get heat recovery because she doesn't need it. We'll have damage, scorching. Once again, we gotta stay spread out, and then he's gonna prep the volcano attack again. Let's just try and kill him, maybe. Actually, I probably can't kill him with this team, so I probably gotta do one more round. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I won't be able to kill him as much as I'd like to. Alright, let's clean this up. Let's come to here. I have Groza soak the next attack, because Groza, that's what like she's meant to do. That's a safe spot, right? Yeah. And then we'll give her heat recovery, because Nemesis already has heat recovery here, so she doesn't need it again. So we'll do... Can I kill him? Yes, I can. You can also prep Nemesis, give her a bunch of confectants and damage. Let's go! Nemesis number 1. Willie, you're asking... Sorry, I'm like way behind on the chat now because I'm like trying to focus on what's happening in game. Radicaline says, I borrowed your Diane a couple times. Yeah, dude, Diane is just... I don't know, she's just so comfy. Like, there's so many missions where it's like you have these awkward turns, or like you have to go do something you don't really want to, or stand in a specific spot to get like a flanking attack or to like bait a boss attack. And she just makes it all so easy. Like even the Bellator fight, it's just like, oh, you got to do the near far nonsense. It's like, who cares? Like she does it so easily. It's like she can be right next to Bellator 212, attack him at like point blank range, and then run a whole ton of squares away so that she can bait 137's attack from across the map. It's so comfy. It's just, I don't know, man. Like the quality of life from her is just so good. I was kind of like, whatever, you know, she's a decent character. What's he doing? We're doing fireworks. I gotta bait that again. Nobody has Ice Screw just yet. He didn't cast it. Just double check. Yeah, he's gonna do it this turn. So I think we just have Groza stand there again and just continue to face tank. Yeah, let's do that. But yeah, dude, I became a huge fan of Diane after, like, the more I used her, the more I liked her, as opposed to other characters where the more I use them, the more I hate them. Deshevia and Centurisi, unfortunately, being two of them. I mean, I like Centurisi as a character. I do not like the way she plays. Let's do this. This will heal and also... Yeah, that's perfect. Let me see here. Sorry, my whole chat got messed up now. Let's, I think, just come to here. I mean, you don't really need to be in cover because is he doing the one where... No, he's just doing a 5x2, so that should only hit Groza. Yeah, it doesn't really matter where I stand for this. We're just trying to chip stability off and not get hit in the danger zone. For those of you tuning in late or just like hopped in the stream because I saw the viewers number change, I'm doing this intentionally, like with like really crappy geared units and stuff, because I want to kind of show what you're supposed to do when fighting this boss. Let's do this only because I don't want to break his stability, because I want next turn and the following turn to be Unga Bunga damage turns. Oh, I had one more to go. I lied. The Unga Bunga damage turn is right now. This will put it on cooldown. Perfect. It might be Copium, but does Nemesis have any synergy with Klukai at all? No, unfortunately. It is Mega Copium. But good news, Paritia has lots of synergy with Klukai, so I finally have an excuse to use Paritia, which I always wanted to use her. I really like the character, and I like machine guns, but unfortunately, she kind of like didn't really fit in the game. Who wants to do the killing blow? Nemesis, you're my favorite. You get to do it. I mean, I love all my units equally, and I have no favorites, just like I love all my children equally. There we go. What did we do this? How many turns was this? 6 turns? Okay, yeah, see? There you go, guys. There's how to do it. Diane did a lot. Like, see, Centrisi actually puts decent numbers out. I talk about this in the 5-minute guide that I'm going to put out probably tomorrow. If you gear Centrisi up, she actually does, like, a decent amount of contribution to damage. And actually, even more important is the stability damage, which you can't really tell from this chart because this battle was kind of janky, but she really helps with breaking units, which then obviously just lets you do more damage with the rest of your units. So yeah, that's how to do that boss. It's not too hard. If you had like a decent team or you borrowed a Wales Macchiato like we did in that first run, it'll just die instantly. So, but I thought it'd be fun to do that boss, quote, legit. Eventually, we might need to do it legit. Maybe they'll make it a boss for the expansion drill, right? And it'll be like, you know, level 65 or whatever. So. I'm trying to catch up on chat here. Oh man, I got so distracted here. So, Greg was asking about getting a segment 6 Mosin so she can permanently be using the electric team with Lena and Belka. Oh my gosh, dude, why did you have to bring it up? not the Mosin, but the fact that you just reminded me that we have unknown amounts of time before Lena comes to global. And you just got me all there. Where is it? I need to go to my safe space. Is it other? Is it this one? I think it's this one. Yeah. Yeah, here we go. Here, where's a minute, hold up. Alexa. Alexa. Let me. Pour one out for Lena. Who knows how long it is before we ever get to see her on global? Hundreds of pulls saved and no end in sight. I'm tearing up, man. I'm tearing up. Pour one out. Oh, she's in the game. Why would they do this? Right? And like her abilities are even correct. Oh. Oh my god. All right, we'll stop. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here before it gets real. Oh man. Yeah. Who knows? The electric team / Lena is just permanently in the waiting room. Just, oh man, dude. Oh man. So yeah. But yeah, I don't know if Mosin really has a spot in the electric team, even with Lena and Belka. I think it's really, don't quote me on this. I mean, she's a spot because like nobody else really does electric damage. Like the only I think you'd actually rather take Zhengyu over Mosin. The problem with Zhengyu is like once again she's kind of suffers from the like awkward skill design that the devs did on her, and so like you kind of want her at higher segments before she really like kind of works the way you would expect, because she does some wild counterattacks, like very strong counterattacks similar to Macchiato. But the issue is, like, she has mega problems generating confectants, and right now, like I said, since the only team that gets to hand confectants out to each other is the Hydro team with Springfield. Yeah, it's just awkward. So I think you'd actually probably use Jiang Yu over Mosin just because you get bigger number, I think. Don't quote me on that, though. Willie says, I'd be nice to get mod keys early. Yes, it would. I actually do wonder how long they're going to wait before mod keys are introduced, because there's a couple that really need it. Yeah, like Deshevia really needs her mod key, and to be honest, Centralisi kind of really needs it too. Centralisi is really awkward with her like 3-turn rotation on her alt. I believe her key gives her an extra confectant when she does her follow-up, which essentially turns her alt into an every 2-turn alt, which is way more comfy. But who knows, right? They won't talk about, I don't know. They get some weird stuff going on with the schedule, which is not too surprising because, like I said, I'm used to it from Project NeuroCloud, but who knows? I know you're not a Sharkery enjoyer, but Centrisi does provide more burn for extra shots. Yeah, I know. I actually might cave in and build. So I've been trying to avoid the whole burn team thing because it was always a question of when we're getting like Vector and the rest of the burn units, right? We finally got the banner so that you can kind of, quote, guarantee yourself a segment 3 or better Chongju. And now we are getting Vector in the probably near future. If I had to guess, probably May, right? Because that or end of April or May, we're going to be getting Vector, which is pretty quick here. So you'll have like all the components to make the full, or at least the core of the burn team function. So I actually might build Sharkery, and just so I can like do showcases and like explain to people how it works, because while I don't really like her, the rest of the units are pretty cool. I do like Vector, so. Getting crit attack in this game is hard. I farmed a lot for the ARs, so much that I got one perfect set for shotguns, but none of the attachments for ARs. Well, the funny thing about that, Greg, is just get lucky. You're right. It is incredibly hard, right? Like, just last week, so that's what, 3 months now, I was farming, and I finally got a piece for the snipers here that's attack, and crit. I didn't even equip it, right? Like, oh my god, I'm such a terrible person. Right? Attack, boost, and crit. I finally got one for sniper rifles here. I haven't even calibrated it yet. I'm so trash at this game. But yeah, but meanwhile, on my assault rifles, I think I got like 3 pieces that are like, this one's a perfect piece, that one's perfect, that one's perfect, and I think I have a spare one for the grip here. I want to say it's on, is it on Diane? For a different set nonetheless too. It's for ballistic boost, I believe. Yeah, perfect set. Not perfect, but pretty close. Pretty close. So yeah, it's like, you know, I farm months to try and get a sniper rifle set, and it's like struggle city, and then like other times I just do like 2 runs and it's like no problem, here you go. So yeah, I don't know what to tell you about that. Just stick with it. Just, you know, just get more lucky and stick with it. So eventually your luck turns around. Surrender and build Sharkery. Yeah, we'll see. I do have all the excuse me. I do have all the stuff saved up. I was just waiting to pull the trigger, so I might do that between this and next stream. Oh, I know what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on my Chongju, because I still have... I was one of those... After I just said get more lucky, I was one of the unlucky people. I never got a Chongju until the standard banner changes last month. So I got her, and then I got one segment. So I need one more segment, and then I can cash in the whatever it's called for segment 3. But once I get segment 3 and I'm just throwing over burnout all over the place, then yeah, Sharkery is reluctantly getting leveled. Burn team has the gold goblin queen Ksenia. Yes, dude. I used her a bunch in the closed beta, and she's really good, like underrated good. The only issue she has actually is that her healing is really awkward. She's really good at buffing the team, and like actually kind of puts out decent damage herself, at least for stability too. She does, yeah. Like this is 5 stability. It's light and burn, so if you hit someone who's weak to both these, you can do 9 stability damage, which is pretty awesome. The issue is that all of her healing is kind of done through heat recovery here, and like I was explaining earlier, this is a really awkward buff to play around, right? Okay, we're going back to the rant again. Healing before the attack lands is really awkward. Not only is it awkward for new players, it's awkward to build around because it's like you want healing to come after the attack hits, because if you're at like 90% or above HP, it's just so much wasted healing with this. Right? Like you want to get hit with the attack, go to like whatever, 50%, less than that, and then recover a bunch of it. So the fact that heat recovery triggers before the attack is mega weird. If heat recovery triggered after the attack, even the stability part, it would be way better, because not only would it be more clear to newer players, like, okay, this is where your unit actually is health-wise, it would also, like I said, it would also just be easier to work around, because then you would have way less wasted overhealing. So I won't get too off topic, but yeah, Ksenia is really good. Unfortunately, she is essentially replaced by Centurisi for all intents and purposes, especially if you go for segment 1 on Centurisi, because then she's handing out tons of buffs. Like damage 2 is really strong. 20% and then 15% attack. This is less important, but the 20% damage is just, this is huge. So yeah, if you're a big burn team believer and you like Centurisi, highly recommend her segment 1. You don't have to get it right now, but like maybe in the rerun or something. So yeah, another reason I'm kind of like oathbound is because I did actually get lucky, and I do have segment 6 of Sharkery, so. Does Yohi have... Is she a have-to-have at segment 1? I think that's what you're asking, and I don't know. I actually didn't look into Yohi too much, because I figured, she's way far away. So I gotta do a little research on her. I know that the big issue with her is that she doesn't play well with elemental units, and that's kind of the way the game's leaning right now, so I don't know. Because we don't really have very many like physical only units. It's like Diane, Ulrid, maybe Papasha, Groza, but she's not really a damage dealer. Thapoli, but I don't know. There's some choices, but oh, you're talking about Ksenia, Wooly. I treat her as a sub DPS. Centurisi is the healer. I assume you're talking about Ksenia. Yeah, but you gotta remember you are gonna be hamstrung. 4-star unit, so her base stats are like, well, I'm not max level, but base stats are gonna be mega low. Also pistols. There's no good pistols in the game right now except the battle pass one. So that's another weird part. So you probably actually are just better using a non-fire type unit, unless you're really desperate to apply overburn for Sharkery, and even then, I question having a quote sandbag unit like Ksenia that like doesn't do anything but apply overburn, so Sharkery can do 1 support attack. I don't know if that outweighs just having someone like Diane who just like is just a good all-around damage dealer. Arlo says I did 150 pulls on Centurisi and I got 3 dupes out of 7 for Sharkery. Well, good. You're well on your ways. I have a feeling they're gonna put her on a couple more upcoming banners, so you'll probably have your chance to get your segments. So, well, guys, I think we're gonna pretty much wrap it up here. We're at like an hour and 30 or so, so we're gonna wind down the stream. Thank you all for coming tonight. We are going to hide in the panic room here until next week, until we have Klukai. We're going to do a lot of gambling for her. We're going to get her weapon. We're going to get her. I don't think I'm going to go for segments, but, you know, maybe we'll YOLO it, and maybe I'll just keep going until I lose a 50-50. Maybe that'll be the strategy. I don't know. Like I said, because the big unit I was saving up for was Lena, but she is question mark days away. I don't know. We'll play it by ear. We'll figure it out. We'll see. We'll do something interesting. But I do know I'll be buying that skin for 416 like immediately. So the tactical one, that is. So with that, we're gonna end it here for tonight. Thank you all for coming out, and I will work on frenzy mode for, I believe it was Radical Inc. asked me to look into that. I'll see if I can come up with some good cheat strats or just some better advice than bruh just whale. So, but yeah, that is the easy answer, bruh just whale. So anyway, I'll catch you guys all next week, and hopefully I'll have the Centrisi guide out tomorrow, the 5-minute guide. I'm not doing the mega guide for her, although I kind of want to. Now that I've put so much work into like learning how to use her correctly, I kind of want to do a mega guide, but I've just been so busy lately, it's not possible. So the 5-minute guide is all you're going to get, and that should be out in the next day or two, even though the banner for her is almost over, but you know, better late than never. So